Try doing that when you're 30. I'm 30, if I did that my back would crack in half. I had to stop doing that, 30 is no joke. My 30-year-old niece can't handle that. Being 30 means waking up with a new pain every day. Is everyone on the internet biologically programmed to die at 20 or something? Why are they collapsing only a decade into adulthood? Yeah man, it's almost like sitting at your desk in your chair for 30 years of your life has consequences. Who would have thunk? Support the artist and buy music. Physical copies are impossible to find. You have to order them online and pay extra for shipping. That's fine, I'll buy digital. Bro, shipping is not that expensive and you don't have to buy new music every day. Do that for a while. Realized that some albums I paid for disappeared because the rights expired. Why the F should I pay full price for something that can be taken away from me at any second? Back to pirating, boys. Go to concert. Shirt is over 40 bucks. Yeah, I'd rather not. Go to the one place in my city with CDs. It's literally just Taylor Swift and a few other normie artists. Leave empty-handed. Why don't you learn how to cook, Anon? Really fun, make delicious meals. Girls love it and find it hot. Literally beating a difficult Dark Souls boss to your satisfaction after learning a new recipe and successfully cooking the food. Nothing comfier than drinking a glass of red wine and listening to music while cooking. I like to listen to jazz. Great date idea. Invite a girl over to eat and get her drunk on wine. High probability of getting your pee-pee wet. I used to eat like a peasant until 4 months ago when I decided to make it my weekly goal to learn one new recipe every week and actually cook it on the weekend. Now it has become a hobby for me and I'll never stop making delicious meals. I love cooking Spanish and Italian meals. Oh, if you don't know how to cook, you have no idea how big of a game changer it is. Like, it's ridiculous how good homemade meals taste. Weird clients/customers you had. I'll start. Be me. Selling coffee at a stand in the hospital. Very old customer speaks Russian with daughter. She orders for him. Suddenly he starts talking Hebrew. It's Israel here and I'm a kaikanon. Tells me about how he and a bunch of other guys in some Soviet Union won 20 against 100. How he used to beat people with his bare hands. Okay, here's your coffee. Asks me to punch his belly. I hesitantly do so. It's hard as steel, dude at least 60. He reaches for a handshake, grabs my thumb between two of his fingers. Grip is effing steel. He says, see? Broken. And laughs. He walks away. Have I just met one of the greatest chads of the motherland? Be me 3 months ago. Took 400 milligrams of LSD. Realized the absolute meaningless of life and insignificance of humans in the grand and never-ending cosmos. Love is nothing more than just a brain chemicals tricking us into breeding and continuing our species. Friends and relationships only exist to cope with the loneliness in this bizarre existence that we call life. Currency, jobs, and society are all human-made delusions and are not real. In fact, nothing is real. Everyone lives in his own personal reality constructed by his own brain. The last 3 months have been hard. I feel like I've discovered something I should have never seen. Being this aware of my own existence is exhausting. I really wish to end myself to free my consciousness from this flesh prison and find eternal peace in the void. Bro, you need drugs to experience something like that? Oh boy, are you lucky. I once watched Rick and Morty and now this is every day for me. It's miserable. Mount Everest. Why do silly boys keep climbing this and dying? Oh, I went to the top of Everest. You and hundreds of other people. It isn't a feat. It is a tourist attraction that people occasionally die on. It is so stupid. Yes, it's the highest mountain, so effing what? It's not even the most difficult mountain. There are mountains right now that have never had their peaks climbed to. Instead of risking life and limb for these mountains and possibly advancing humanity by taking pictures and gathering samples by a place untouched by man. Why are these silly boys tourist climbers so obsessed with this one mountain? Well, first of all, it's the tallest mountain, the most well-known mountain, and like climbing an 8-kilometer mountain is ridiculously difficult. Be it a tourist attraction or not, it's impressive. If you're liking the video and want to watch more, be sure to support the channel by liking, commenting and subscribing. Accountant at a medium-sized company. Makes 75 grand with 4 years experience. HR department almost all white women, include 3 white women who are the culture team. They send a weekly letter about diversity and once a month host a webinar about diversity. Curious how much they make for having no skills other than reading some generic stuff off the internet in a monotonous way once a month on a video call. Bro, why did you have to call me out? That's mean. Senior lady is 52 years old, makes 190 grand. Middle lady is 30, makes 115 grand. Junior is 22, recent hire from college, makes 65 grand. This feels so unfair and wrong. Should I not be feeling cheated by the system? Just jump ship, Annan. With 4 years of experience, you can get a better job that pays way more. It's that easy. Well, simple, probably not easy. Moving to Pickerel because work decided California is too expensive and relocating everyone they are keeping on board. Don't want to move but impossible to live in SD with only 85k a year as a single male. Trying to find out food culture of the area, like California has the most authentic Mexican food here in the US. South has barbecue, New York has pizza, PNW has fish and OK Asian food. Draw blank with online research. Search Uber Eats places since half the effing year I'm basically going to be relying on it for different meals that it's too cold to be outside. Realize the most exotic thing around me that is within walking distance is an Indian food place and Asian foodie mart. I'm not sure how an Indian place lands there. So it's true that flyovers basically have no real food identity? Do people just eat potatoes and corn? What the F am I going to do? My apartment that I'm moving to only has electric stoves. Bro, take a note from the previous Annan and learn how to cook. It's amazing. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Me 7. Every weekend go see my dad. Parents split shortly after I was born. Every weekend he goes to swim laps while I fool around in the kiddie pool. Every weekend we go to the locker room where he hands me a towel and says get dry. Every weekend proceed to drop trow and dry off. He gets us tickets to Disneyland to win some favorite parent points. We spent the week going to Universal Studios and Disneyland. It was a good time. We're staying at a hotel with a pool. We go swim and I make some friends with the other kids. Dad says it's time to go. Hands me a towel and says get dry. Pavlov.jpg. Drop trow in front of entire pool. Realize what I've done and get my shorts stuck trying to pull them up. Awkwardly waddle off to the bathroom while crying. People are laughing their butts off. My dad comes to get me a few minutes later. My face when I learn about Pavlov's dogs years later. Sitting on all fours next to my BF while he games. Think back to when we first started dating. Remember I was hesitant to do pet play at first. I've been domesticated. Jobs for people without degrees in the USA. Fast food, warehouse, factory plant like meat packing or assembling stuff, direct care worker, basically a maid, restaurant, construction laborer, low-end sales job, customer service over the phone, grocery store. Or you spend like 60 grand and 4 years of your life to get a degree. I want to end myself. Annan's reaction when unskilled labor can only get unskilled labor jobs. Wow, mind-blowing. Just learn to do something useful, man. It's hilarious that Biden boys are thanking Biden for these newly low gas prices. Even though the last 2 years it was the president doesn't control the gas prices. All of a sudden now, while they're down, it's based Biden lowers gas prices. Well, actually, he did have an action in lowering these current low prices. It's because he's setting the US up for the highest gas prices in history. Biden has been secretly depleting the US emergency petroleum reserve to artificially lower the prices of gas. The reserves will run out April 2024, after which the US cannot get oil from Russia for the failure of proper handling of the war of Ukraine-Russia, cannot get oil from Middle East because of failure of proper handling of Israel-Palestine war. Shut down only pipeline to get oil in US. Gas now shoots up to $9 for average. Diesel is now at $14 a gallon. A bigger wave of inflation hits by mid-July, causing a typical grocery trip to cost $180. Bread, milk, meat, eggs. This utter failure is about to come crashing down, causing Trump to win in a landslide as big as Reagan's. The biggest red wave is about to come, and when the fraud of 2020 is put in the light, Biden will be hung for his treason crimes. Source? Trust me, bro. Source? It was revealed to me in a dream. Source? It was a vision from the future. Anyway guys, if you liked the video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Bye!